Hi everybody, it's Michelle, and today I'm going to show you how I am using my planners for the month of October. For this month, I'm using a combination of my mini happy planner and my digital planner. So I'm kind of mixing the paper and the digital for the month. I also have here, let me set this aside. I also have here my Hobony 2 Weeks inside this traveler's notebook. I moved my wallet back in here, and this is being carried around in my purse. So let me talk about this one first. I'm not actually using it as a planner. I just want to have something that I can carry around with me if I need it and have all of my wallet contents. And I put my Cocoa Daisy book in here. I'm going to do my scrapbooking memory keeping for the month here in this book. And this is standard size, and I just kind of clipped it on so it doesn't move around. Next month, I am moving back into a personal size dory that will fit here on the string, and it'll be easier to kind of carry that around. So that'll all be here. And this is what I carry around with me in my purse. So when I'm on the go, I have this and my phone, which I'm using to record, and the calendar app that I use in my phone. And that's all I need when I'm out of the house. If you're curious about this traveler's notebook, it is a Prima personal size, and this one is actually real leather. It has the pockets here in the front, and it's got 4 strings, and it has this back zipper, so I can carry everything around with me. I really love this. I have it in several colors. The next thing that I'm using is my mini happy planner. I did put this aside for a few weeks in September, and I finished out the month in a bullet journal, which I showed previously. But I've moved things back here into this because I really wanted to use this binder for October because it's Halloween, and I wanted the black binder, and I kind of wanted a Halloween theme going. And it's not real Halloween, but it's the colors. That's what I really wanted to stand out. So these are personal size planners that, you know, just, we removed the rings out of here. I just have my husband drill them out, and I pull out the metal bracket that is in here. I just slit this right here, and then I pull it out. So the mini fits nicely in here, even if you have the regular size disc. These are not the mini discs that usually come with the mini happy planners. These come with the standard, or the classic happy planners right here, so that I can put a lot of stuff in here. And I just kind of have it decorated up with my Cocoa Daisy accessories that came for the month of October. And I have this dashboard that I put together here, or the cover sheet, and my folder from the Mini Happy Planner. And I have this kind of set up the same way that I would have a bullet journal set up. That is what I like about this Mini Happy Planner. It's very portable. If I wanted to have my wallet stuff in here, I could move that all back into here. So this is a good size to use as a bullet journal. This back cover here, I actually had to trim it. So if you want it to fit here in this back pocket, you do have to trim a little bit off so that it slides in. But the great thing about that is you can just leave that in there and pull it out, and then you don't even have to take that. And then I can just have my planner like this, and I can, you know, flip it around, makes it easier to write, and then I can just pop it back into the binder. Now I'm just going to set it here. I'll put it together in a minute. Now this is, once again, the Recollections binder. I have a bunch of personal size planners that are Webster's pages, which I really love those. But they're more narrow, and this will not fit in there. So these are wide, and you can fit in the Mini Happy Planner. I believe the Carpe Diem ones are also the same size. Anything that has a wider profile will fit this Mini Happy Planner. So like I said, this is just all my Cocoa Daisy accessories. Even the pen came from Cocoa Daisy this month. I set this up with my Cocoa Daisy sheets. This is the B6 Daisy Dory, and it's almost the perfect size to fit in here. I do have to cut off about a half an inch, maybe a quarter of an inch to a half an inch off of each side to get it to fit correctly. And then I just punch them and put them in here. I take the book apart and I do that. So I use these for my daily pages, just like I would in a bullet journal. And for my month, I set up, I have a fitness planner, the mini fitness planner that I use for my month and my week, because I do not like the horizontal layout of most of the mini happy planners. That's just not functional for me. And since this is all vertical and it's kind of separated out, I have a certain way that I set things up for each week. And I can just, because I can forward plan this way, because I cannot forward plan if I'm just doing daily sheets like in a bullet journal. So this is my weekly spread that I use in here right now. And I've been doing this for quite a while, having it set up this way. And the months, I just cover up the top portion because I redate mine. Oh, actually, this was not dated, but it said Sunday through Saturday, and I like a Monday start on my calendar, so I just cover that up and I put Monday through Sunday, and then I date it. So this fitness calendar that I got, the fitness planner I got, was undated, so I just put in my own dates for each day of the month and go on from there. Now, these, of course, are Monday through Sunday, and then I just use my stickers from Cocoa Daisy to date each day of the week. I've been using this from my Daisy Dory also to track finances. So I have from, let's see, August, the month in here, just keeping the monthly spreads, and then when the month is over, I was pulling out all of the weeklies and the dailies and putting them in a storage binder, which I can show you that right here. This is my storage. These are the ones that I pull out. So at the end of the year, I will have the whole year in here. And this is kind of Franken-planned. I have this, which I use for my planning. And then up here, I have another month of October for some journaling, which I'm not sure if I'm going to keep that in here or not. I may take it out. And then in the back, I have another one that I use for work. And this is just kind of an overview of my editorial calendar, just to keep track of things, because I do have another way that I've been keeping track of that. I decided to keep in these daily or the weekly spreads with this calendar. And this was this one. I don't know the name of the planner, but it said it was dated for the month. So these notes here are just only specific to work and business related items. So this here is all of my work section right here. So any notes I'm keeping on things that need to be done for the shop, all of that is going here. And this is actually going to be reorganized because I ordered some new supplies from Mambi. I have a new planner coming, and I have a new extension pack coming that is the similar to the Trendsetter, which is the monthly with all the checklist, you know, like the daily checklist in the back. And I'm going to use that for work because I have that in the classic size, and I find that it works out really, really well for all of my business type of things. But I do not want to use the classic size planner because it's just too big for me right now. So I'm going to be using that extension pack back here for now. And then for 2019, I ordered the, I believe it's the No Drama Llama, and I'm going to be using that one for work. So that will be in here, and it will all be together. So I just take this on. I have some business, like some learning notes. I have my health section here where I keep track of all of my keto info or other diet info, my weights, measurements, all of that is here. And I'm not going to show that right now. I will be doing an update on that because I fell off the keto bandwagon big time. And so I'm trying to get back on. So that is here. These little things are for meal planning. I wrote out with a Sharpie on these, and I would just take these off and stick them on my weekly, like this, so that I knew what I was going to be making each day. And I need to get back on that and start doing that again. And I need to update these because I had a bunch of them, and I had so many meals that I cannot eat on keto. So I kind of need to redo my meal planning. But that is all that back here in this section. And then I have a section just for general and notes. A section back here for things for the house, which I don't really keep any notes back here. So I am not sure. So this is going to be reworked hopefully within the next week or so, because I am going to be getting in my supplies from Mambi, and I'm going to redo this planner. But I will be keeping it in this binder. I do have a hardcover that I can use to carry it around, but I wanted it in the Recollections binder so that I could keep it all nice and organized. So this is kind of when I'm sitting down and I want to work out plans, this is what I use. Now, the other planner that I use, of course, is my digital planner, which is here. You've seen me do mini plan with me, so forth, using my digital planner. So for October, we are going to be doing mostly documenting in here. I document and I kind of sketch out my week in here, what I want my week to look like. Because the reason I do it in here is because the things change all the time. This is the way I want it to go. But then I come back and I erase and I put in how it actually did go. And that's hard to do when you're using paper, unless you're using erasable pens, and then that still gets messy. So it's much easier to do that here. So I kind of map out my week, and then I'll come back and I'll actually put in exactly what I was doing. And I will also add in little schedules like this that come, that I take a snapshot of my phone or here on the iPad. And this is what I put into my calendar app on the phone, so that I have it double. It's kind of redundant, but I don't care. So starting with October, I have my month, and I do have my bills set here, and I actually am going to probably take that out because I have that in another spot. I actually have it in my mini happy planner, and it's easier for me to keep track of when I can just grab the pen and jot something down. When I know a bill has come through, I get notification that something has been auto-paid, I can just write that in there. So I did put in an extra October calendar. I was going to use this for an editorial calendar, but I'm actually going to delete this because I am not going to use it. I changed my mind. I've been using a plugin on the shop where, let me show you real quick, that keeps track of all of this for me. It's all here, and it's something that I'm testing out right now on a trial period. So I'm going to be working with this instead of using it in this planner. So I just put in this sheet here to have some Instagram challenges that I was thinking about doing. I may have a few more that I add in here, and I will just mark it off whenever I do something. I have my fall bucket list and my mood tracker for the month. I don't do this all of the time, but sometimes I do like to keep track of this. And this is my fall bucket list. I'm actually going to just do this one for October, and for November I will put in a separate one and keep a separate list. These are in the shop. If you are a crew member, which is the free membership, you can get the mood tracker for free, and all of my patrons also got the bucket list for free. So then we move into the weekly spread, and like I said, this is where I map out the week, and then I will come in and I will put in actually what happened throughout the day and where I spent all of my time. And then let's skip over this for a sec. I added in this sheet, which I have this vertical layout, and it comes on the 2 spreads, so Monday through Thursday, and then the next one is a Friday through Sunday with a note section, so I can just keep notes. And I'm just kind of putting in some journaling or some pictures for each day. I haven't been going in and doing my daily spread on my bullet journal, so this is where I'm keeping that for now, and I'm going to switch back and forth between those two, and just depending on how much space I really need. So this here is a blank spread where I put in snapshots, and you see these are actually snapshots from my mini happy planner. This was the first and the second, so these are my daily sheets, or my daily pages from the mini happy planner. This way, all of this information stays together and organized right here in this planner. Whenever I finish a spread, like a monthly spread, that'll get snapshotted and put it in also, so that I have reference of that all here in my digital planner. I don't want to be losing any information, so it's all here. Now let's see if I have anything in my index. Oh, I put in, this was an example for like some money pages and morning pages. I'm not going to show that, but the index, if I wanted to add in extra notes, I just can do that here. I can put my topic here and then go to that page back there and write in my notes. So I have an index of all of that. So let's go back and we'll show you. Let's go all the way back here to October. So it's not really that much. Like I said, this is kind of my documentation. I document everything here so that whenever I need to reference something, I know that I don't have to worry, is it in my mini happy planner? Is it in the Hobonichi? Where is it at? I know I can come here and I can find it here. So that is what this is for. And then this is here because I can't give up the paper. I just have such a hard time with that. So this is where plans actually go. A lot of lists, ideas, all of that goes here in the mini happy planner. And I don't really carry this around with me. I carry this one around with me. And this really doesn't need to be in here, but I just decided to carry it with this. It's my memory keeper. And then my Hobonichi Weeks is here because I am determined to finish out this book. I've made it all this way in the book, and I will come back in at the end of each week and kind of jot notes about what happened for the week. And back here in these note sections with all these blank pages, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with those. I thought about trying to use this as my planner for the rest of the year and using these as daily pages, but it's still just not enough room for me. It's just not going to work. See, I attempted that, but I find myself limiting what I want to actually write in there because I know I don't have that much room. So this, and I'm going to rework how I use the Hobonichi Weeks for next year. I think maybe just solely as a memory keeper, because I'm actually considering canceling my Cocoa Daisy subscription, which I know I've had it for so long and I love it so much, but it's just, I don't know, it's all just too much right now, when maybe I can just use the Hobonichi Weeks because I've already bought one. I told myself I wasn't going to do it, but I did. I actually already purchased another Weeks Mega for 2019, and it's just waiting to get started. So that will go in here perfectly with my wallet, and we'll see how I end up using it. So this is what I carry with me, this and my phone, and that is it. If you guys have any questions about any of these planners, just put it below and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Y'all have a great day, and I'll see you next time.